Well, hey everybody, I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth. Live simple.
Live free.
Yeah.
We just wanted to come and give you a little bit of an update on my father, on Pop. He's been in the hospital for, I think, over a month now.
Yeah, just as of a couple days ago, he is now in a different facility, for insurance purposes and stuff. They really felt that since he could transport okay, that they could no longer have him be in the hospital. So he's still under hospice, but it's in a rehab nursing, skilled care nursing facility now, which is quite a bit closer actually. But so anyway, he is
Closer
still
to us.
closer to us. Yeah. So he's still in hospice, but he's just in a different place now. One thing that's different is that while he was in the hospital, we could go see him, but now in this facility...
In the hospital, they wouldn't let anybody in to see anybody unless they were in hospice.
Right.
And then, because he was in hospice, they let us in there to see him.
Right. Very special circumstances. Of course, with the whole masks and all this stuff, of course. But now in this skilled care nursing facility, basically it's a nursing home that has rehab and all sorts of different other stuff in there. He's set up with hospice there because now he's in that place. We can't go see him anymore until they feel like that is very close, to going. Then they'll let us come in again, and that's been pretty weird. But the nurses are great about setting up FaceTime for us to be able to FaceTime, and I don't really think he's super missing us right now. But anyway, we just wanted to let you know that he is still in hospice. There's no way that anybody can know how long a situation is going to be. He's being very well taken care of. The people are very sweet, and but I can't really go and just spend time with him now like I used to, but I can see him on FaceTime. He's very, very thin.
So. He's in there essentially because he has congestive heart failure and kidney issues.
Yeah, he's getting into fairly bad kidney failure.
But one of the main things is that he has basically his systems are just starting to shut down, and he has basically just stopped eating and drinking.
Right.
I mean, you give him a glass of water and you say, take a drink, and he just takes a tiny little sip, and it's like...
And he works hard to swallow it, yeah.
And he feels like he's drinking, but he's just taking one little sip. And
right.
Because of that, he's losing weight. He's probably lost 20 or 30 pounds since he's been in hospital.
Right, but it's just that is such a normal process. We have to understand that
right.
That is the body's just saying, I'm quietly shutting down. The hospice people are really good about explaining that whole process, and that he's not suffering. His body just doesn't want to eat and drink anymore. And that started, I think I can see that process started long before he ended up in the hospital.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder to get him to eat anything. Right.
He loves junior bacon cheeseburgers from Wendy's, and that's what he always used to eat. But then the last couple of months before he went into the hospital, like last fall, he'd go and buy one and take one bite or two bites, and that was his lunch. That's all he would do.
Yeah, you just couldn't really get him to eat anymore. I just try to come up with anything that would be easy to eat and delicious or whatever, But he'll take an occasional sip of an Ensure, something like that. But so yeah, but this is all very normal when your body's ready to just kind of be done,
So, we don't really know. I mean, we could get a call tomorrow that he's gone, right. Or he could be with us for another couple months. We just don't know.
Yeah, it's so hard to say what the body. I mean, the whole process of passing away is not that different than birth. It just all ends up happening different ways. And when I was talking to the hospice lady, I said, it seems like when someone is dying that it's so much like birth, because some are easier than others, some take longer than others. And she said, yep, she said that the two things that are always true is that you don't really know how long it's going to take, and when it happens it's a surprise. And that was kind of profound, but they will let us know if they feel like that he's getting really like they feel like it's going to be soon, and we will be allowed to go in and see him then, and we can FaceTime with any family members and stuff. So, because we're going to have a very small little, when the time comes, just because of the way things are right now. It's going to be just a simple, small thing. So, but anyway, he knows we love him, and I got a chance to at least really tell him that in person before he got moved.
So I also want to talk a little bit about the comments that we're getting from you guys, because we feel your love.
Oh, absolutely.
We feel your support. We feel your prayer. We love that you all are praying for us and for our family.
Yes.
We absolutely love that. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
But I have to tell you that with a channel our size, we are being absolutely overwhelmed by comments.
Yeah.
The last video update that we did about my father, we got over 1,000 comments just on that one video. And then we got quite a few hundred comments on our Facebook group page. And then they started bleeding over into where I was getting comments, prayers, support and questions on instant message, by text,
by email.
Yeah. And quite frankly, I'm just overwhelmed by all of that.
And every person just wants to say, hey, how are things going? Yeah. How's he doing? But when you start multiplying that by a really huge amount, it's very difficult to try to keep up with all of it. And also, we can't individually answer every one. There just literally isn't.
Well, there are so many
time.
that I don't even have time to read them all.
Yeah.
And it's one thing when somebody says, we're thinking about you, we're praying for you, prayer and support for your dad.
Which, of course, we deeply appreciate.
But then when people start coming on and emailing me or texting me or something and saying, how's Pop doing? I can't possibly answer all of those. It would take I would have to write out an answer and cut and paste or something.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why we have tried to do updates. Yeah. Because we know people are interested and they want to know what's going on. Yeah.
So we will continue to do updates, but it won't be, every day or every week, but we will give you updates along the way.
Right.
But, obviously we're going through a stressful time and
it's a kind of a busy time.
Yeah, and I almost hate to say this, but the comments that you are making that are supposed to be comforting us and supporting us are so overwhelming that for me they're becoming one more stress that I have to deal with.
Right.
And I know that's not your intention.
Right. And every individual is precious and important, but we just want you to understand that there's just a lot. After I had the stroke, I remember how exhausting it got after a while, when so many people, being very sweet, would ask me over and over and over again, how am I doing? What's going on? What are, and after a while, to that person, they're the only one talking to me about it. I understand that. Mm-hmm. But from my perspective, there were many, 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 thousands. And so we don't want you to think that we don't appreciate you guys, because we do. But we just have to, if you could realize that stuff coming in on all these different media, from texts and emails and all this kind of stuff, and then comments about Pop that are put on other videos. We're trying to kind of keep track of the comments on a certain video, and we see all of the comments for any video, and that's fine. We really want to interact, but in a situation like this, we're just trying to share with you that it kind of really does get overwhelming. Mm-hmm. And boy, don't stop praying, don't stop caring. Of course we appreciate that, but it just, after a while, it becomes very difficult to feel like you're giving justice to each one as much as you want to. I had someone recently that was upset with me because someone was putting something on a comment, and I just kind of, I put a heart on it, and I was probably going to actually come back and try to address that more as soon as I had a chance. And the person was like, well, you don't care what this person's saying, you just kind of blew right past it. And of course, they don't know that I may have been putting a lot of thought and prayer into how to respond to it. We do care about it. We appreciate you guys very, very much. But it just, in times like this, it becomes really overwhelming. Yeah. So, did I express that the way that you...
I just mainly want you guys to understand that we absolutely love the support and the prayer that we're getting. And so that's not the issue. The issue is just that we're so overwhelmed by the sheer volume.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad problem. You know, it's neat. It's a lot of support and a lot of love, and we do really appreciate that. And the prayers are powerful. They're important. I don't think that we're at a point now where you know, Pop's going to just suddenly get well and come home. Death is part of life, and he's almost 90. His heart and his kidneys have been bad. He's lived a very full life. He's peaceful. You know, I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited to think of him going just to be with the Lord and not being weak anymore. You know, not being so tired. Everything being, you know, strong and just how wonderful it's going to be for him there, and getting to see Mom again, and seeing, you know, he lost a brother when he was an early teenager, and getting to see him again. There's so much about it that I'm excited for Pop. It's just, you know, he's just going to be there instead of here, you know.
So anyway, there it is. That's
Yeah.
what's happening with my father. And like I said, we will give you periodic updates, so they won't be real often, but we will let you know what's happening.
Especially when if something does kind of change.
Right.
You know, we've really been trying to be doing that. We, you know, try to let you know a step at a time as things change for us too.
Yeah, it's hard to comment on a slow deterioration.
Yeah.
Which is what's happening with him right now. He's just losing weight and getting weaker, and if there's nothing special, it's hard to comment or update on that. So.
And he does have really neat, very sweet people taking care of him. You know, so the facility seems really nice. So, yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for your love and support.
Yeah.
And we will see you next time.
Yeah, love you guys.
Be blessed.
Bye-bye.